Welcome guys. Chaos to Calm is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is on Uche Montana TV. Thank you guys so much for the support on this channel. It's been a long journey. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Recap of Chaos to Calm is two neighbors who don't see eye to eye. The girl is an artist and the guy is a photographer. The photographer, obviously acted by Maurice, is always flirting, was straightforward towards Uche Montana. On the other hand, who is the artist in this movie, she was laid back, soft-spoken, and always want to be chased. And of course, she and Maurice were just not agreeing to anything. From there to being friends to lovers. Yeah, basically that's what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, let me start with Maurice and Uche Montana. We've seen both of them act so many times. In this movie, Uche Montana was really very soft, very laid back, which was kind of really sweet. I enjoyed that. Then another thing I like about it is also the costume part. The costume I'm talking about, only Maurice's costume, that was really nice. As a photographer, he was catchy. It suits what he was acting. He was straightforward. He was kind of fun and bubbly in this movie, and his costume kind of suit what he was acting as well, so that was really fun. Then next thing I like about this movie is also the location. New location, which of course is the estate. It seems as if Uche Montana was advertising the estate. That was how I just pictured the way the movie was just shown, because the way they showed the apartment, and also the estate. This is what I think this lady, Bimbo Ademoye, also does. She also kind of advertised the estate that she also shoots in. So that is the vibe I got from this movie, and I like the way they show the apartment. Like I said, it seems as if she was advertising the estate or the apartment, which was really nice. So I like the ambience, and of course new apartment to Uche's space. That was really nice, so I like that. Another thing I like about this movie is the size of the movie. The size was perfect. It seems as if some of them are taking into consideration some of these reviews that we make, and that is really nice. The fitting was perfect. I really love the size of this movie. Cinematography of this movie is also very good compared to her other production. There was a little bit more lighting in this movie. The outside shots of this movie was pretty clear, and of course also inside the houses was pretty clear as well. The lighting was really good, which I really appreciate. I really hope that she keeps this up, especially cinematography, the lighting, the outside shots, pretty nice. And they didn't do too much with the color grading for this movie. They kept it basic, even though you could still see the Uchenna Bonabo kind of cinematography or color grading in there, but it wasn't too much. So I love the cinematography in the sense that it was a little more bright compared to her other production. The lighting was good, and of course the sharpness of the camera they used on this set was really good. I like that as well. And finally, also the movie was just quite calm vibes, cruise, nothing hectic about this movie, different from the normal expectations that we have from Uche Montana. So this, you could just read the end of this movie, and it was just soft landing, which of course just a laid-back movie. So I think you will enjoy it if you're a fan of Uche Montana. There was nothing too much going on in this movie, just calm, showing the estates, the poolside, just one location basically for this movie. So it was just a calm movie, which of course that was a good one, and I think I like that as well. So those are basically the things I like about this movie. What I don't like about this movie, I will start with the storyline. Trust me, we have seen this storyline before. Especially this storyline is the same as Sonia Uche's storyline called Love in Chaos, and this one says Chaos to Calm. Do you guys see the problem now? The storyline is basically the same. They share the same apartment. their neighbors, they hate each other, the same thing, or something happened in the night, the same thing with Love in Chaos. And then the lady has to come and spend a night, a bit spend a day with a guy, the same thing with Love in Chaos. Then they became friends, they had a one night stand, the same thing, nothing. The only difference is that Sonia Uche one, they were NYC coppers, and this one, they are workers, or they are, say, artists and photographer. That is the only difference, guys. And if you compare the two movies, I think that Sonia Uche own was more fun, more catchy than, you know, this one. Trust me. So I really do not rate the storyline at all. It was basic. It was a photocopy of Love in Chaos by Sonia Uche. So yes, immediately I saw that there were neighbors and they were fighting, my mind straight up went to Love in Chaos. I was like, I've seen this storyline before. I've seen it before. And of course, also in Love in Chaos, Sonia Uche had a best friend who was advising her. The same with this one. Uche Montana had a best friend that was also advising her. So the same thing, nothing different. So a photocopy, just changing the profession and changing the actors. So it's boring. Another thing I want to talk about that I don't like about this movie, they portray Uche Montana as an artist, someone who paints, and we didn't see her do any painting. The only time she had to do painting, they cut it off. She used one brush on the canvas and that was it. She's an artist, and we've not seen her do one basic drawing. I'm like, no effort whatsoever. So I'm like, nah, I don't like this. Unlike the photographer, we saw him in action, you know, just shooting the models. That was a little bit more effort put into his profession than the Uche Montana profession artist. The only thing, like I said, was one brush on a canvas. I'm like, is that it? So an artist without no work to prove that she's an artist is just rubbish. So yeah, that was one thing that I don't like about this movie. Another thing I don't like about this movie is cinematography. Mind you, I already said that I love the lighting in this movie. So the sharpness of the camera and the lighting was good. But then again, there were some scenes that, you know, they were supposed to give us good quality lighting. They didn't do that, especially the night shots that something happened. That was pretty not good at all. The focusing lighting was supposed to be something that we would know and see, but it wasn't that. So that was something I noticed that I did not like. Finally, but not the least, that I don't like about this movie has to be the time they use for this movie. This movie, trust me, should have been like 1 hour 25 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes max. But they were delaying this movie. They were not talking about anything at all in this movie. They were just showing us her in her apartment. She's in bed. They are going for jogging. They were jogging scenes like 4-5 times, and I'm like, then poolside scene like 5 times. They were delaying the delivering of their lines, wasting time. She's in bed. They are wasting like 5 to 8 minutes, 7 minutes in her apartment. She's bathing. She's like, they were basically showing us get ready with me video thing going on. I'm like, and it was not only once, neither was it twice. Get ready with me video like 3 times, showing the whole apartment. That was how I was like, it seems as if they are advertising the estate or the apartment for us to see. It was just time wasting. That's why if you compare this movie to Love in Chaos, you know which one you prefer. So yeah, those are, it was just like a joke. At the point I just knew that no, it was just the whole movie just to, because there was basically nothing to say, nothing to show, nothing, no creativity whatsoever in telling us the story. So I'm like, I just knew that, yeah, that was it. So on that note, guys, I'll give this movie a 2/10. If you're a fan of Uche Montana, do well to watch Chaos to Come on Uche Montana TV. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next movie review.